The sky over the alien city of Zathera was calm and blue. Floating towers of glass and light shined under the twin suns. The city was known across the galaxy as a place of peace, trade, and advanced science. No one believed war could ever reach this world. No one was ready. Inside a large landing zone, a small human ship rested between massive alien vessels. The ship looked weak and old compared to the shining alien crafts. From it walked Evan, a human engineer sent as part of a small trade mission. He moved slowly, watching everything around him. The aliens around him did not pay much attention. To them, humans were simple beings, too emotional, too slow, too fragile. Evan felt it. The looks, the quiet disrespect. He did not argue. He did not complain. He only observed. Zathera was beautiful but strange. Tall alien beings walked with long steps. Machines floated in the air, doing work without sound. The city felt safe, almost too safe. Evan had learned one thing from Earthwind. Everything feels too perfect. Danger is close. Suddenly, the ground shook. A deep alarm echoed through the city. Red lights flashed across the sky. Alien voices filled the air, loud and confused. "What is happening?" Evan whispered. Before anyone could answer, the sky ripped open. Dark shapes appeared above the city-huge warships, black and sharp like knives. They came without warning. No signal, no message. Just fire. The first blast hit the outer shield. The shield flickered. The second blast broke it. Panic exploded across ZYTHER. Alien civilians ran. Towers cracked and fell. Energy weapons fired in every direction. The peaceful city turned into chaos within seconds. Evan was thrown to the ground by a shockwave. His ears rang. Smoke filled the air. He stood up slowly, his heart pounding. "This is war," he said quietly. Alien defense forces rushed to the sky platforms, but something was wrong. Their weapons did not fire together. Their systems were slow, confused, disconnected. In the command tower, alien leaders shouted at each other. The defense AI is not responding. The shield will not reset. The enemy is inside the firing range. The attacking force moved fast. They knew exactly where to strike. One by one, Zathera's strongest systems went dark. Evan watched from below. He saw patterns in the attacks. The enemy ships were not random. They were testing, pushing, waiting for reactions. "They are learning," Evan said, to no one. A blast hit nearby. Evan was thrown against a broken wall. Blood ran from his forehead. He stayed on his feet. Alien soldiers ran past him, ignoring him completely. One of them shouted, "Stay back, human. You will only slow us down." Evan did not answer. He followed them instead. Inside a damaged control station, Evan saw the core screen of the city's defense network. Warning symbols covered it. The alien AI was locked in endless calculations, trying to solve a problem that had no answer. Evan understood. The system was too perfect, too logical. It could not accept failure, so it froze. "This is a loop," Evan whispered. "A simple one." He tried to speak to an alien officer nearby. "The system is stuck," Evan said. "You need to," the officer cut him off. "You are a human. You do not understand our technology." Another explosion shook the room. The ceiling cracked. Evan clenched his fists. On Earth, he had fixed broken machines with no tools, no power, and no time. This was no different. Outside, the enemy ships moved closer. Their weapons charged for a final strike. Zathera's heart was about to fall. In the command tower, silence filled the room as systems failed one by one. The Alien Council looked at the burning city below. For the first time in centuries, they felt fear. A young alien analyst spoke in a shaking voice. If this continues, Zithera will fall. At that moment, the doors opened. Evan walked in, bleeding, tired, but standing straight. He looked at the council and said calmly, "Your enemy believes you are smarter than them. That is why you are losing." The council stared at him in shock. Evan stepped closer to the main console. They expect logic. They expect perfection, he continued. But humans survive because we plan for failure. The enemy fleet locked weapons. 5 minutes remained. Evan placed his hand on the control panel and said the words no one expected to hear from a human. "Give me control, and I will save your city." Outside, the sky burned brighter. The war had truly begun. The command tower shook as another explosion hit the city. Bright lights flickered. Smoke filled the air. Outside, the enemy fleet moved closer, slow and confident, like hunters who already knew their prey could not escape. The alien council looked at the human, standing before them. Evan was bleeding. His clothes were torn. Yet his eyes were calm. "You have 5 minutes," the lead counselor said. "If you fail, Zithera dies." Evan nodded once. He did not ask for advanced tools. He did not ask for power. He only asked for access. The main console opened. The alien defense system was complex, beautiful, and broken. Lines of perfect logic controlled every weapon, every shield, every drone. The system tried to stop all damage at one sand because of that. It stopped nothing. Evan took a deep breath. To clean. He whispered. He began to work. Instead of fixing everything, Evan turned systems off. Alarms screamed. Alien officers panicked. "You are shutting us down." One shouted. "No," Evan said calmly. "I am giving the system room to breathe." Enemy ships fired again. One tower collapsed. The city cried out in pain. Evan rerouted power by hand. He broke the defense network into smaller parts. Each part acted alone. Slower, simpler. Human, the alien AI, tried to stop him. Evan locked it out. "Perfection is your weakness," he said. "Humans survive by adapting." Outside, something changed. Enemy ships fired, but the damage was uneven. Some shots missed. Some hit empty zones. The city no longer reacted in a clean pattern. The enemy commanders hesitated. "They are changing tactics," one said. "Why?" Evan watched the enemy movement on the screen. "They are greedy," he said. "They will follow power." He activated the city's gravity field, but not fully. Just enough energy spikes appeared across the city, bright and tempting. The enemy fleet moved closer, drawn toward the strongest signal. Alien officers stared in shock. "That will pull them into the city." One cried, "Yes," Evan replied. "That is the point." The enemy ships entered the gravity well. They were too close. Too confident. Evan waited. Time slowed. At the exact moment the enemy fired again. Evan flipped the final switch. The gravity field collapsed inward. Enemy ships lost control. They crashed into each other. Weapons fired wildly. One ship exploded. Then another. The sky lit up like a dying star. The enemy fleet tried to escape, but it was too late. Their formation was broken. Their advantage was gone. Alien defense cannons now working independently fired from every direction. Simple shots. No perfect timing. Just survival within minutes. The enemy was destroyed or fleeing. Silence followed. The city of Zithera still burned. But it stood. Inside the command tower, Evan's legs gave out. He collapsed to the floor. Alien soldiers rushed forward, not to arrest him, not to push him away, but to carry him. The council watched in silence. A Puma had done what their greatest minds could not. Later, as Zethara began to heal, the Council recorded the event. A new law was written into the Galactic Archives. It read, "Humans do not win because they are stronger. They win because they refuse to give up." Evan never asked for reward. He only asked to go home and across the galaxy. Civilizations began to whisper a new warning. If a human ever offers to help you in war, let them, because that is when the battle truly changes.